everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Comic Book Society's podcast, AiCBS podcast. I just wanted to let you guys know this is our second double-digit episode, is it not?
I don't remember. Is it?
This is episode 11.
I thought it was 12.
No, this is 11.
Oh.
We recorded, I think we tried to record Friday, but Eva wasn't able to get the episode on Google Drive, so
You lost an episode?
We didn't lose an episode, we just weren't able to put it up, so the difference between a lost episode and one not being able to put up is you have the episode you're about to record, or you're about to put it up, but you turn your computer off or it crashes and whatnot, and it deletes it.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is number 11. 2 ones. Oh, once, yeah. We have a Mexico. We're two Mexicans. We're two Mexican backgrounds.
Spanish-speaking motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Órale.
Don't insult me.
Yeah,
Yeah, fucking Speedy Gonzales is awesome. Okay.
Okay. Before we get to the actual topics, one thing I wanted to say is that in the next week or two, we're going to be changing the name and moving our account from Art Institute of Austin's Comic Book Society and AiCBS on Twitter to Nerd Out Podcast on YouTube and Twitter. So check us out there at Nerd Out Podcast on Twitter, and we'll let you guys know when we change the name on YouTube. So cool.
If you haven't noticed, you can see us probably.
I know this is a special test episode right now, or test format, whatever you want to call it. So we're testing this out right now. We don't know if we're gonna keep going with this. We'd like to, if we can get good enough equipment and keep getting this good enough equipment and good enough mics and whatnot. But yeah, so let's get on with the stories right now. So this past week, we have finally seen the official and unofficial pictures for the Batman vs. Superman Batmobile.
Well, we've seen it before. I
Well,
mean, we saw the back of it and the front.
We saw the back of it.
And the front.
Sort of, yeah, with the first image of Ben Affleck's Batfleck.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it, kind of.
We glimpsed at it. But this is the actual full-on Zack Snyder photo. And for those of you who don't know, the Batmobile was unofficially stolen last week.
Yeah.
By a Stormtrooper,
yeah,
of all things.
I think the real story here isn't really...
It was a publicity stunt, I do believe.
That's not the real story. The story is why in the ever-loving hell is Zack Snyder doing all these Star Wars pictures with Batman and Superman? Because, I mean, you had the Superman...
You can't shoot straight, but you can steal the freaking Batmobile. What's up with that?
You can't... You have that Superman picture with the lightsaber, with Henry Cavill with the lightsaber.
Oh, yeah.
And you had that Batflick walking with C-3PO in Tatooine that he uploads, and then JJ made a joke about it, and he's like, well, guess what? I can do the same thing. And he uploaded that C-3PO picture in Gotham.
Oh, yeah.
So, like,
oh, yes, I saw that.
I don't understand that. Like, I don't...
They're just having fun.
Yeah, I guess because I mean a lot of people are speculating that might mean that Zack's doing a Star Wars movie.
That would be pretty cool.
But right now, Zack Snyder's an alright director.
If they do the same thing with the original trilogy, light, darker tone, or Empire Strikes Back, and then what is it? Redemption. Zack Snyder would be pretty cool for the darker tone.
Christopher Nolan would be pretty cool for the darker tone.
There's
a lot of people that could do a way better job. The only good thing that Zack Snyder has done is Watchmen, basically.
Man of Steel.
Man of Steel was alright. I mean, that's not a movie that shines because of how well directed it was. It's a movie that shines because of its story, and it's a David S. Goyer script. Basically, What I'm trying to get at is that I don't think Zack Snyder's a very interesting director to look at because his only
Isn't he an up-and-coming director or
not
whatnot?
anymore. I mean, he's got a contract with Legendary and Warner Brothers. Because, I mean, his first original film, somewhat original, was Sucker Punch. That movie sucked. It was awful.
I've never seen it.
If you noticed, all the other ones are adaptations. You have 300, you have Watchmen, you have Guardians of Ga'Hoole, which was also an adaptation. Now, Man of Steel.
Interesting.
Guardians of Ga'Hoole was probably his best work. In my opinion, then Watchmen.
I'm still somewhat waiting for a sequel to Guardians of Ga'Hoole.
It's never gonna happen.
Yeah. I don't think it would either.
Didn't make any money. So like that's my issue. Like if Zack Snyder directs a Star Wars movie, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Or it could be a spin-off.
Because you have Gareth Edwards doing one of the spin-offs, and he is an up and coming director. He's only made 2 movies: Godzilla and Monsters. And both of them do have some sort of style that he goes for, but they're kind of generic looking at the same time. Like I love Gareth Edwards though. Then you have Josh Trank, who's doing the other spin-off and did Chronicle and is doing the new Fantastic Four, which he is also an up and coming director. But he also has. I mean, I've only seen Chronicle. I think that's the only movie he's made, and Chronicle definitely has this style. I mean, it could be credited to Max Landis's script, but it still feels like a movie. And whatever he's doing with the Fantastic Four, sorry guys, it still feels as if it has some of its style in it. Yeah. Then you have JJ, who's got a characteristic style of filmmaking. JJ does have this.
You better not put any lens flares in that movie.
I'm okay with the lens flares. The lens flares are cool.
Well, maybe 1 or 2.
People complain about that too much when there's a lot of things wrong.
Did you see
with the
on
Star
YouTube
Trek movies.
that lens flare over?
It looks cool. I mean, the thing with JJ is that people like to complain at things that and ignore the real mistakes. Because Star Trek 2, Star Trek Into Darkness, I really liked, but there's a lot wrong with that movie. That movie's really, really.
Not every movie is gonna please everyone.
Yeah, I know, but people, instead of focusing on the actual missteps of the plot and the missteps of the direction, they're like, "Yo, Lensler suck, man." That's all I'm gonna say about that movie. So, but you have to admit that JJ has a characteristic style to him.
Yeah, he does.
Zack Snyder doesn't. I think his style is slow-mo, fast-paced. Slow-mo, fast-paced. Let's do set extension on green screen. That's what he does. That's his style. And the one thing I don't like about his Man of Steel is how grim and washed out it looked. I mean, it's Superman, blue, yellow, and red, shiny. Batman, I understand, he's gloomy, but even it's funny because even The Dark Knight and Batman Begins are way more colorful than the Man of Steel.
What I would have liked for the Man of Steel costume, something they could have done to make it pop out a bit more. And I know Zack Snyder worked hard night and day to get it to please both studio and fans, but he could have gone with the New 52 Superman suit.
Nah,
that was actually
that turtleneck. Ugh.
No, not the turtleneck. I mean for the waist
kind of structure looking.
Well, yeah, and the waist because he doesn't have the underwear on the outside, but he has that red belt. That actually looks much cooler than the Man of Steel.
Yeah, because and then if you see the pictures, the new Man of Steel costume, because it is different. It is way shinier, brighter, more colorful. It's more saturated than it was, but that's only on set pictures. We don't know how it's going to look on film because color correction and filming and white balancing, so it's going to be weird.
We didn't introduce ourselves, and yes, I am eating a freaking burrito.
Well, I mean, they're gonna see us now, but yeah.
Hi, I'm Josh Williamson. I'm the host of this little humble podcast, and this is Jose. And today we don't have Eva, Sam, or Bree because of stuff.
This is
life.
This is the Dick Soup episode. Get it?
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
It's a song from Benjamin Sullivan. It's a rap song.
This is Sausage Fest.
It's Dick Soup, Cock Salad. It's a Rob Zombie reference. It's from the band that shows up in Devil's Rejects. They're called Benjamin Sullivan. They actually have a record and they sing a song called Thick Soup. Anyway,
did Rob Zombie do Zombieland?
No.
Oh.
Rob Zombie did Halloween.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Zombieland's by some weird dudes. I don't know who did Zombieland. Actually,
anyways,
the writers of Zombieland are doing Deadpool the movie. They're writing it.
They're actually writing a script for Deadpool.
That script's been done for years. Like, have you read it?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you can. Like, it's all right. I mean, for a Deadpool movie, yeah, it's definitely, you know, a Deadpool kind of story. But, you know, it could be better. But it is funny. It is funny, and there's enough, like, breaking the fourth wall kind of deal.
They better. Is it an official, or is it just like
official,
a draft?
Yeah, like, it's official. Like,
really?
That's when they were going to make the movie with Ryan Reynolds back in, like, 2011. That's the script they were going to use.
I heard, we're getting a bit off topic, or sidetrack, but I heard that for X-Men Apocalypse, they're supposedly going to have, like, the end credit is supposed to go into Deadpool or something like that.
I don't think so. I think
that's just a rumor I heard.
It's just people wishfully thinking.
It's wishful thinking.
Yeah, because X-Men is way bigger than Deadpool. Like, they can't risk their teasing the next movie. Because, no. I mean, it's Apocalypse based on Age of Apocalypse or just the rise of Apocalypse?
I don't know. We really don't know anything about Age of Apocalypse other than that. Other than the
cast and stuff.
Yeah, they're having that. Supposedly, they might have Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. No. Just those two, maybe. But the only thing we really know is that Apocalypse is going to be in it, and they're starting their shooting next year, I think.
And that James McAvoy is going to go bald for this one.
Supposedly, we don't really know.
He said it. Yeah, this is the movie where he loses his hair, and Gambit's in it, and played by Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
And I want Nightcrawler to be played by Jonah Hill.
Come on, really?
I mean, fucking, you know, Channing Tatum played Superman, and Jonah Hill played Green Lantern in the same movie. So, you know,
what?
Funny.
Nah.
Yeah, they did.
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
Oh, you want to bet? How much you want to bet? Hey, you're looking at us. How much do you want to bet that Channing Tatum played Superman and Jonah Hill played Green Lantern in the same movie?
25 cents.
They played Clark Kent and Hal Jordan.
25 cents.
That's not enough.
That's all I have right now. No, that's all I got right now. That's all the change I'm giving you.
You got $5 over there. I can see it.
I'm keeping my.
It to the camera.
I'm keeping my change.
Okay,
you can give
a buck.
Okay, I'll go a buck.
Okay, a buck. They played Superman and Green Lantern in the Lego movie.
Oh, damn! I'm thinking live action, you bastard.
They fucking played him.
We somewhat promote gambling on here.
We don't promote gambling. We promote, you know, actual cold hard truth, and you get that through money. So yeah, like Channing Tatum's playing Gambit, and they're using the 60s cast for this one, so that's gonna be interesting. But I'm pretty sure that the teaser for that X-Men movie is gonna be the next Wolverine movie, because you know Wolverine 2 is already confirmed.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to see.
I'm just not a big fan of Channing Tatum right now.
I'm neither, but I mean, I'm not a big fan of Gambit either, so...
He was alright as Duke in the first G.I. Joe, but that's probably as far as I'll go.
Nah, his best role was like 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street.
Okay, never mind, yeah, 21 Jump Street.
Magic Mike, so it's pretty good.
Did you hear that it's confirmed they're doing 23 Jump Street?
Yeah, the medical school shit? Yeah,
oh, yeah.
23 Jump Street.
I haven't seen 22 Jump Street, but I've heard it's real good.
They're good movies. They're funny movies. I just don't go for those kind of films. Like, because the guys that made them, they're freaking talented. Because, I mean, Lego Movie was just amazing, and they wrote it, so... They also did Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, too.
Oh, yeah.
Which was phenomenal. So those guys are really talented, and I know that both the Jump Street movies are pretty good.
It wasn't the Wine Street Brothers, was it?
I don't even know. No, it's not.
No, I don't think so. No, I heard it last. I heard it last week. Someone I can't remember. But
it's just one of those like guys that team up and make movies, kind of like the Coen Brothers. And,
yeah.
Well, I mean, the
Russos
are actually brothers, and the Russos, which we're going to talk about right now. That's a nice segue, because just like 2 days ago,
supposedly.
Yeah, it's 2 days ago, the Russo brothers were promoting the release of Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
I'm getting it on Blu-ray.
On Blu-ray, and they were talking about it, and one of them said that the yellow truck that hits one of the drivers in the Nick Fury scene, and the one that the captain hides behind, like the shootout, if I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
That yellow truck is the same truck and is driven by the same guy, and that this one character has potential to have a Marvel one-shot, and that this one character has a specific set of skills, and is somewhat of a vigilante. Every one of these things is the Punisher.
Supposedly, it could be.
Yeah, I think it's the Punisher, but if it's not the Punisher, like Taskmaster, something like that.
That might make more sense because Punisher wouldn't be going around with Hydra or whatnot.
He's not going out for Hydra. He's saving, S.H.I.E.L.D. He helped Nick Fury and he helped the Cap.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing good things for good people. I mean, the guy kills people, yeah, but he's still a good guy. He's fighting against Hydra.
Yeah.
Because, Punisher one-shot and already have him in the universe without him actually being a character, that'd be fucking great. Because that's the kind of thing I want. Like I want, if there's ever another Punisher movie, I want that scene to happen in his film. Like he's just driving on his yellow van, minding his own business.
That would be a good segue or a crossover.
Like minding his own business, and he somehow saves Nick Fury and the Cap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I want. I want Marvel films where Captain America is about to die, and then Iron Man shows up and saves him. And then he's like, "Sorry, Steve, I gotta go, but at least I was here for this one," and leaves. Because when you have such a movie as big of a scale as the Winter Soldier, when Tony Stark's an actual target that it's gonna get killed, as we've seen in that scene with the whole target list.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's the Avengers Mansion or the Avengers Tower, and Tony's name on it. When he is going to get murdered by Hydra in the city he lives in, and he doesn't have his Iron Man suit on, then what kind of...
he was in New York.
He was in New York, yeah, he was in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Yeah, well, he was in New York, but he's fucking Iron Man. He's got...
It'll probably take an hour to get to...
Yeah, but at least he's doing something. Just, chilling in his pad, hanging out. Yeah, like Tony does.
Pepper.
Like drinking some devil in a bottle. or why did Cap just go, "Hey, Natasha, can we just, call Tony?"
I know, that's one thing that irks me about all the movies. What?
That freaked me out.
Oh.
I heard the shutter close.
Oh, yes. It is still rolling?
Now it is.
Oh. Okay, yeah, we'll edit that out.
Now it is.
Okay, we'll edit those out.
We're back, kids. We can edit the audio too.
Yeah, we'll edit all of it. What was I saying? The one thing that irks me about the Marvel movies is that, for Thor, I understand. What?
Don't we have to make breaks on the audio?
No, we're not doing Audacity.
What are we doing?
We're using.
Okay. Then you can just edit that out then.
The only thing that irks me in the Marvel movies, Thor I can understand because he's in Asgard, and they really can't get to him just yet. But for Iron Man 3, Captain America, Guardians of the Galaxy is in another galaxy. Duh. So for those two, you'd expect crossovers in between. Yeah, but excuse me. I did like the cast for Captain America 3 that they had. They had for the heroes, they had Widow, Falcon, Nick Fury, and Cap.
For the second one?
Yeah.
3.
For Captain America 2.
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
You said 3 right now. Ooh, I got a mistake. Anyway.
I said Iron Man 3.
Oh, I thought you said Captain America 3. Anyway. So,
you guys tell us.
Yeah, you tell us, guys. Let's see who's right. Let's see who earns another $1.
No, we're not doing that again.
Yeah, because I'm going to win. So, the thing with Captain America 2, I like the supporting cast. I like there are more heroes in this universe. But, Tony should be in it. And I mean, with the introduction of Ant-Man and Doctor Strange, that's just going to make me madder.
They didn't have Hank Pym's name in there.
No, with the introduction in the next phase of Ant-Man and Doctor Strange.
But I was really excited when they had Stephen Strange name dropped.
Yeah, and I mean, like I'm gonna be sad when we don't get to see, you know, the Sorcerer Supreme hanging out with Captain America, or just Ant-Man chilling with Bruce. Cause
Captain America and Sorcerer Supreme, Heroes United.
yeah, like
Better live action movie than those animated movie crap.
Like have those crossovers, but I mean, I understand that they can't do it because of contracts and money. Because all these people, you know, they charge $25 million like a picture, so fucking expensive. But still, you're gonna set up a universe.
You'd expect it.
At least have more people. Sorry, audience. The sound of aluminum foil really irks a lot of people. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're.
I'm trying to keep it as quiet as I can.
Yeah, I'm sorry if you're one of those.
You were saying?
What was I saying? That just this whole universe and nobody interacts with one another other than like Hawkeye and Black Widow. Like that's the one thing that I don't like. That
I don't really care for Hawkeye right now.
Hey, Hawkeye's cool.
I like his new suit better than his older one.
We talked about that in the last episode.
It might have been the episode that Eva didn't put up, or was it?
The one we shot, the one where we talked about the costume changes, the mission. We had like a couple of Twitter questions.
Oh yeah.
The first double-digit episode, if I'm right.
Number 10. Okay, yeah, we did talk about that.
Wait a minute. This goes into podcast talk, so now the topic is the podcast. Because I remember I made a joke about the double digits. Because I was like, okay, this is the second double-digit episode.
Yeah.
But not only it's double-digit in two ways, because it's not only, you know, 2 digits, but it's also both of them are ones.
Yep.
Is that the episode that didn't get uploaded?
Yeah.
Man.
You can say it now.
Oh, man.
Well, actually, you did say it. When I was doing this is double digit, I was waiting for you to say something like that.
Yeah, because I was like, I made that joke before.
And it was pretty damn funny.
I felt like a time traveler. So that episode's lost?
No, it's not lost. It just hasn't been uploaded. We're not going to upload it.
We're not going to upload? Why not?
Because this is... it's too late. It was...
just upload it. Fuck it. Who cares? That's the episode with the comic book talk.
Mm-hmm.
That's... Oh, man.
Well, we might upload it
just upload it and be like...
We'll probably do it as 10.5.
10.5, yeah.
If Eva still has it.
Yeah, because that episode was cool, dude.
It was pretty funny, but...
I liked that. And it was informative. For once, we talked about comic books.
Mm-hmm.
Which we should, you know, more. But, talking about comic books and, you know, we're talking about movies and TV and shit. Supergirl was confirmed for the new TV show.
Oh, yeah.
Thing. And it's not a CW show, or it's like an NBC.
NBC, ABC, CBS.
No, not ABC. ABC is Disney. Like it's an NBC show because like I think it's airing at the same channel as Constantine is.
Okay, that would be NBC.
Yeah. And also Green Arrow, and the Flash are not going to be. They're not going to be part of it. Apparently.
They said that if the Constantine show did pretty well, they were wanting to make a movie or a crossover with it into like a separate DC cinematic universe, not the Batman versus Superman.
We also talked about that on the last episode, which if it gets uploaded, we mentioned that the Constantine show, if it does really well, it's going to be made into a film.
Did you see the leaked episode? The leaked pilot?
No, I'm waiting till it airs.
Oh, that was beautiful.
So, it goes on till, see, it's people like you that kill the film industry. Leaking pirates. No, piracy's cool. So, like, seriously, dude, students. Piracy's fucking awesome. Neil Gaiman said it. So, I trust Neil Gaiman.
Oh, jeez.
Neil Gaiman's the shit. Yeah, piracy's cool. So, Guillermo del Toro, he said that,
oh, that's who it was.
If the Constantine show does really well, he will use that character in Justice League Dark, the movie that he's been trying to make for like 4 years.
Of course, it's gonna be good. Well, yeah.
You can't just say that.
I think it's gonna be pretty cool because the pilot was pretty damn awesome.
I mean, you know what other show had a damn good pilot?
Which?
Birds of Prey.
No, I didn't see the pilot. I only
you know
saw
how that turned out.
One season.
Like, that show is just, like I told you, that show is shit. Like, there's nothing good out of that show.
Thank goodness he was not here.
Yeah, because, I mean, fanboyism aside, like, that show's fucking shit. Like, if it was a Batman show, I'd say the same thing, and I've said it about Beware the Batman. I love Batman, I'm a Batman fanboy, but Beware the Batman's a piece of shit. So, I don't let my fanboyism take over my critiques.
Mm-hmm.
I try. If there's a bad Doctor Who episode, you're gonna fucking know it.
Yep.
I'm talking to you, episode with the Olympics, with fucking little girl drawing all those things, and the Doctor carrying the torch.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one.
It's because for a reason. Cause it's like one of the worst Doctor Who episodes.
When I thought Olympics, I was thinking of that Red Nose special, whatnot.
Oh yeah, with the guy walking.
Yeah,
the TARDIS.
and the angel.
Did you see Listen, the new Doctor Who?
Yes, I did. It was interesting.
It's definitely one of the best episodes like that they've done like in years. But I didn't like how Clara is turning into like omnipresent girl, basically. Yeah. Like everything the Doctor has done, it's because of her. That's not cool with me.
That's not good.
But Capaldi's freaking great. Like, oof, that whole fear is like a superpower. Ooh, it gives you strength. It makes you running. Makes you jump higher, run faster. Be stronger.
I love his accent.
Yeah, he's great. And Capaldi was freaking cool. But we can save this for like a Doctor Who episode. Because I was thinking by the end of the season, we should do a Doctor Who episode.
Yeah, by the end of Doctor Who series.
The Doctor Who series 8.
When would that be?
That's like around
October, maybe? No, yeah, November.
Like,
October, November-ish.
Mid-October, because we're already on episode 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 8 more weeks to go.
Oh, yeah, early November.
Yeah.
And then the Christmas special.
And Christmas special will be in December.
So we can talk about that later on.
That'll be very interesting.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting episode. Doctor
Who is missing? Okay, anyways, go on. Oh, yeah. Also, TNT is picking up Titans.
Yeah, TNT's picking up Titans, apparently, which is the Nightwing lead Titans.
Nightwing-led version. Is the more adult version of Teen Titans, led by Nightwing instead of Robin. So it's
still the same guy.
It's Young Justice grown up a bit.
Yeah, it's the same dude, but different name, different character.
I'm interested to see who they're going to have as the characters because we already know Nightwing's in it. I'm
pretty sure they're just gonna pull off like Starfire, Cyborg, Raven, Beast Boy,
the classic,
like because that's
or classic TV show.
Yeah,
I should
that's
say.
what everyone likes. And I mean, they are the classics. Mm-hmm. The famous books are the ones with them, and like Speedball, and things like that. But Speedball, fucking Kid Flash, yeah, because Speedball is Marvel.
I was about to say
like Kid Flash and like because that's the one people are used to, so they're not gonna risk it right
or
now.
Impulse, whatever
like
you want to
Impulse, like having somebody weird join the team. So I expect them being like that. What I expect also is gritty, dark, boring. So
boring.
Like it's
gritty and dark. I'd expect because
boring. Because I mean, here's the thing with TV shows right now. With the DC shows in general, everything's like gritty, dark, rainy, and boring.
More or less. The Flash.
That's the one that I'm excited about
because it was more upbeat.
The Flash is going to be
upbeat.
Like, guess what? The Flash has another color that's not blue or gray. The Flash is red and yellow. That's already a big step from like every other show right now.
Red and yellow. Right, that's fucking yellow.
Like Arrow's also dark, gritty, and grim. And I mean,
for the most part,
it's a good show, yeah. But bring me something new. I'm tired of this grittiness, darkness thing. Because I mean, the best example, the Robocop remake, which I thought it was going to be worse. I don't like it, but it's not as bad.
It's not the best, but it was pretty good.
It's not as bad as I thought it was. I still don't like it. I still think it's a pretty bad movie, but it's not like the insulting piece of shit that I thought it was going to be. But it still follows that whole, let's be a little dark and gritty, while the original Robocop has some fun with it. Like, hey, guess what? This guy's a metaphor for Jesus. Like, that's
they did that in Superman or the Man of Steel.
So much funny. And the Man of Steel, like, they do that, but, they take it seriously. He's praying, and it's like, oh, what God are you praying to? Oh, I pray to my God. Like it's really cool scene. Like I do love those bringing the character down to earth. Remember when he's praying like at the little church, and he's like who he's talking about religion with the priest, and the priest is like, well, all it takes is like a good man to do like a good deed or something.
He wasn't praying. He was just sitting there thinking. I think
he's at fucking church. He's probably
the one scene I'm really remembering is when he beat up the side of the ship and was floating off into space like that.
Yeah, that Miracle Man style of symbolism. Yeah, because Miracle Man does that. He just like crucifies himself in air, and like light makes a cross behind him. Alan Moore.
One TV channel I hope never gets a DC or Marvel show is Fox.
Well, depends. Because Firefly was pretty good.
Fox has a bad track record with canceling shows.
Yeah, but Firefly was good. I mean,
Firefly was great, but they canceled it.
Aired on without like the original order, but it was still made.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing with it. I mean, one good season is better than no season. So at least it got made.
2 good seasons is better than 1.
Yeah, but one's better than none. So
true.
There you go.
But I don't want just one if it's gonna
and Fox,
have a cliffhanger.
Like, I don't even know why we're talking about this, because Fox will never make a DC show unless they buy off Warner Brothers.
Nope.
Exactly. So this is like not even something we should be discussing. It's like saying, dude, I really don't want Troma to make a Batman movie.
Who?
Troma.
I don't know.
Troma Studios. Okay. See. Troma will never make a fucking Batman movie.
I know that I think it's CW has another DC-related show called Izombie.
Yeah, which is pretty good actually.
Really? I haven't seen it. I've seen trailers or whatnot.
But it's based on a DC comic, so that's cool.
Is it? I don't think it'll
be. I heard
be.
It's good because I haven't seen it, but I heard it's pretty good.
I don't think it's going to be intertwined with anything else, but like the Flash and the Arrow are. Yes.
Which doesn't mean anything, because if the shows are not connected to the movies, then, why even connect them in the first place? It's like you're just going to
connect them to each other?
Yeah, you're just going to make like a bigger thing with the Tommy Westphall universe, because The Simpsons had a crossover with the X-Files. The X-Files had a crossover with like Law and Order. Law and Order had a crossover with General Hospital. General Hospital had a crossover with like every single franchise out there. So when you have shows like that, I mean, The Simpsons takes place in the same universe as Star Trek, if just by correlation with one another. With that in mind, did The Simpsons get affected by the fact that they're in the same universe as Star Trek? No. And does anyone really care? No. So if you're not going to see the Flash from the show and Arrow, like Green Arrow from the show, teaming up with Batman and Superman, like Batflick and Superman, then there's no fucking point. Because you're never going to see Superman and Batman with them either. Unless they build this really big television universe.
That's what I'm
without Batman and Superman.
Well,
which would suck, because
I don't care if they don't cross over with the movies, but I do care if they build a whole TV universe with Batman, Superman, and all the Justice League characters.
That's what I really would like.
Or even studio universe, because you have Constantine and Titans and whatnot.
Like if that happens, then I'm down for that.
Yeah, because
awesome. It's either just lay out your cards all at once.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want like, the movies are not related to the show, but the show is.
Is it still running?
This one turned off because the card is full.
Oh.
So that's your card. And the thing is that
really.
Yeah, the thing with this whole universe branching thing is to make everything have effect on one another, and if you are going to make a big DC universe with Superman and Batman in it, but they're only in the movies, I'd rather have those movies scrapped and have a Batman TV show and a Superman TV show with somewhat of a moderate budget. And good actors as the leads, and none of that bubblegum fucking Smallville crap. Smallville was a piece of shit. So like I don't want that. I don't want any of that. I want the route they're taking with Arrow into the Flash. I mean, the Flash hasn't aired yet, so I'm expecting it to be good.
Oh,
but if it is good, that's the good route to go. I mean, who people are going to go see the Batman movie, but you can base the Batman movie off the TV show. You don't have to base the show off the movie. And that's what they're doing with Gotham, which they haven't confirmed whether it's going to be placed in any of the universes. I think it's just going to be its own standalone thing.
It's definitely going to be its own standalone thing.
Which is a wasted opportunity.
Because they have... what TV channel are they doing that on?
CW?
No.
Yeah, it's on CW.
Not Gotham.
Isn't it?
No. It's
on NBC. Is that?
And it might be NBC or CBS. One of those.
NBC. It's on NBC. Because that
NBC it might be on.
That thing pops up on my comic books like every 2 pages. So
yeah, so
I never pay attention.
That show is definitely just a big waste of time because they could be using that time to make a CW Batman TV show.
But I mean, if this show takes place in continuity, thank the heavens, because you already saved so much time in exposition and like character development.
Because we got Carmine Falcone, we have
all these characters.
Yeah, all those.
So you don't
Riddler,
have to worry about any of that. So make that and then evolve it after 3 seasons into an actual Batman show, which would be the smart thing to do. But it's weird with this TV executives' way of thinking. They want the money quick, and they're not in there for the long run. So if Batman Superman doesn't succeed as they expected, I don't think we're gonna get any more TV shows because
through Batman versus Superman.
Yeah,
if that doesn't
go through, which it will, but if it doesn't, make as much as they expected, they're gonna give up on superheroes.
If Batman and Superman doesn't make what they're wanting, it's definitely gonna hurt them a whole lot, and it'll get fans on the side. It'll get people on the side of the fans. Are they recording?
That turned off.
Oh. I know that one turned off. Did that one turn off?
No. Okay, did it?
Mm-hmm. Was it full?
Nope. Just the timer.
Oh.
SD cards can't handle, like straight 4-hour shooting. And that's one of the reasons I didn't want to do a video cast.
Well, we're not doing 4 hours.
Like just 2 hours straight. That's why... Hold on. That's going to be a piece that you're gonna edit out.
Okay.
If you look at the audio format, that's the point where you're going to cut out. When I'm done talking, I'm going to clap again so you know where to cut.
Not too loud.
I mean, it has to be loud in order for the waveform to pick it up. Okay, when you clap, the waveform will go fucking crazy.
I don't need a waveform. I just need to clap on that because I can find that pretty fast.
Yeah, I mean, if without zooming in, just
never mind. I get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. So that's why in a lot of video casts, they really don't have that cool looking of footage, and it's usually done with a webcam because that thing's not going to turn off, and if it turns off, you can just one click away and they're not going to touch it.
Yeah.
And Kevin Smith's video cast is done with a webcam, and that's fucking Kevin Smith. Like he's got cameras, he's got shit. So a lot of the podcasts that are done on video are done on webcams or done on like small equipment that will not do this because our SD cards can't really handle it. Either that, or they're gonna done in CFR cards, or they're gonna be done in solid state, so the cameras don't turn off.
We could stop and just start over again. Probably not.
Podcast?
No. Let me put this.
No. So that's one of the reasons I don't want to do it, because it's going to be a lot of technical issues here unless we get a computer over there with a webcam, which is going to look really silly. And that's why I wanted the video cast to be like on special occasions, like, hey guys, today we're not going to talk about anything, but we're going to play some board games. So this is the board game episode.
Yeah, like I said, this is just a test.
Yeah, just a test, which is failing. So yeah, and then we can be like, okay, guys, this episode's gonna be a let's play. So we're gonna play Smash Brothers because it just came out. so we can hook up my television and my Wii U to a computer to record all that footage and have a webcam in front of us to record our reactions.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted it to be special, because if you get video every time, when you actually do a video that's like special and meaningful, it's like just any other thing. But that's just me complaining. I'll clap in 3, 2, 1, back.
I forgot what I was saying.
We were just like, I just want a Batman show,
Yeah.
Superman show, rather than Batman movie that takes 6 years to come out, and the sequel takes another 6 years, and the story never gets filled up.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing with comics. That's why I'd rather have my comics than movies and shows and like animated movies. That's why I focus on comics, because I get comics monthly.
The one thing I don't think the studios understand with the Deadpool, is that he will not just stay in Fox. He's going to talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's going to talk about the...
Well, that depends on the writer.
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, they can't really do all that.
Well, if they want to stay true to the character, they should talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Fantastic Four Cinematic Universe all that and whatnot.
Yeah, because that's Fantastic Four. It's just its own thing. It's not even the X-Men one. And like the
Well, I mean, crossing over with studios, because that's more or less what he should do.
Like I said,
supposed to do.
But they're not going to respect the character just by making the movie PG-13.
Uh-huh.
That's already them not respecting the character. So what I'm saying is that I'd rather have a TV show like done with superheroes than a movie.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather have my comics than a TV show. So
I'd actually rather have a Deadpool TV show than...
I'd rather have a Deadpool animated series.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to, a Deadpool animated series.
Yeah, but
with
it's always
Ultimate
cool.
Deadpool.
It's always cool to see a what's his face, an adaptation, or to see our characters in the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
That's always fun. But do it in one shots. Do it like, oh, here's the Killing Joke adaptation. Oh, here's the Long Halloween adaptation. Oh, here's the Hush adaptation.
Yeah. Because
all this people already know these characters. People know the Riddler. People know Two-Face. People know the Joker. People know Lex Luthor. They don't know Brainiac. They'll probably meet him eventually. And make this one shots. I mean, that's what you got to do. Because comic books are too hard to adapt on film and continuity. It's never gonna happen. You're never gonna be able to do that unless you're like a magician.
Now, for the Supergirl TV show, that sounded pretty interesting. I wonder who they get to pick to play her.
Me.
Me.
I don't care.
Better not be Megan Fox.
Fucking Megan Fox is never gonna do TV.
No.
So yeah, don't even worry about that. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care about a Supergirl show. If it doesn't happen with like Earth 2, I don't give a fuck. So I don't really care. Like same thing with the Teen Titans show. I don't care. All I care right now on TV shows is Constantine and Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And I care about Constantine because I want him to team up with Swamp Thing, and I want to see Swamp Thing on like.
TV I heard they might be bringing in Dr. Fate too.
Yeah, he is. Like
because they have the helmet.
The teaser helmet. So that's cool. See, like that whole Justice League Dark aspect of it is what I'm interested in.
And Deadman. I want to see Deadman.
Deadman has to show up. I mean, that's what Del Toro said. He wants to have the Justice League Dark movie with this Constantine. So I want that. I want to see the Justice League Dark. But like Supergirl show and like Teen Titans show, I don't care. I mean, sure, I'll take it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but whatever.
I want a Batman show. Batman Year One.
I want a Rebels show. That'd be
Rebels.
Awesome. Yeah, Rebels. It's a comic from the 90s. It's Brainiac 5, Lobo.
Oh, okay.
Like it's
like a future version.
Not future version, but it's imagine if Teen Titans was made with like anti-heroes.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's kind of like a funnier Suicide Squad.
Okay.
It's a parody kind of deal, and like Lobo's in it, and it's hilarious. It's a funny book.
Oh yeah. I need to start reading the new Suicide Squad. Heard that was interesting.
It's alright. I mean, when it started in the New 52, it was good. It got really stale after like 5 issues or 6 issues. The first arc's pretty good though.
Did you read Batman Earth 1, Volume 1?
Yeah, I did.
I'd like to see them do a TV show on that, or a movie.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, just do a TV show on the Scott Snyder stuff. That's like good for like 6 years worth of seasons. That's awesome.
Yeah. Or the Batman Eternal.
I'm not following Batman Eternal anymore.
It's a better story than people give it credit for.
I just think it's too convoluted. The fact that it came out at this point is what makes it convoluted to me. There's a new Future Sense coming out. Scott Snyder has his own Batman run.
I want to read a Multiversity.
So what?
I want to read a Multiversity.
Oh, dude, Multiversity is fucking great. Like, I'm so
have,
excited about tomorrow because tomorrow I'll get that new Multiversity issue.
Yesterday, or last night, I read the latest Harley Quinn comic, and on the back it had like a teaser for the Multiversity.
With,
it was like
Black Superman and Captain Carrot.
It just had the Multiversity cover, and it's like, don't read this, whatnot.
Yeah, it's great. Like I told you guys on the last episode, that Multiversity is like one of the best. Like
we'll upload it when
such a great issue so far. It's Grant Morrison, so it's going to be awesome. Obviously,
I haven't read Grant Morrison in a long time, or I haven't seen him do anything in the New 52.
Well, he did all Action Comics. He did Action Comics for like 3 volumes.
Oh, really?
He did Grant Morrison. He did Batman Inc. Until Death of Damian.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's still doing the Batman and Robin team. No, he's not doing that because Batman Inc. ended when Damian died, which was last September. So that's what he was doing. Then he did action. He was also doing Action Comics. Now he has this book called Annihilator. That's a single issue also, but it's under Legendary Comics, which is really good. It's a really good book, and he's doing Multiversity. But Multiversity has been in the making for like 5 years.
Oh, really?
Like before the new 52 continuity kicked off. Because what he wanted to do, this is like how crazy fucking Grant Morrison is. He wanted to, okay guys, there's 52 Earths on DC Comics. I would like to make 52 different books out of the 52 Earths. And he said that what he wanted to do is just imagine the possibilities of having 52 different comic book companies releasing their issues issues on this 52 different Earths.
Huh.
And what he said was like, maybe you're not interested in the Batman of the 1960s and you want to read the soap opera version of like Mary Marvel. That's on Earth 8. That's the Earth 8 books. And they're all soap opera. Or maybe you're into horror and like noir. So that's like the Earth 5 comic books. So he wanted to make this whole crazy amalgam of comic books. Like just everything mixed up and matched and like it's a great idea, but it's impossible to make because I mean you got 52 lines of books, and out of those 52 lines, let's say 15 issues each.
Oh yeah.
Each like monthly, so that's like 550 books a month. That's a lot. So it's a great plan. I mean, for independent comic book writers or like up and coming writers, that's where they can get a job. But
oh yeah,
it's a crazy, stupid dream Grant Morrison has. And now he's doing Multiversity, which what he wanted is bring all those Earths together and have them stop this cataclysm that would destroy every Earth. And right now we have like Superman from one of the Earths where he's basically President Barack Obama. Then we got Captain Carrot, we got Mary Marvel. We got all these different characters from different Earths joining together and trying to stop this entity that is destroying the Earth. And like I mentioned in the other episode, is basically what I understand is we are the bad guys, the reader, because the story wouldn't have happened if we didn't pick up the comic and if we weren't reading it.
Yeah.
So it's our fault, and we are the villain. And what they're going to do is they're going to kill us because it's like Earth Prime. They're going to come to Earth Prime and destroy us because Earth Prime it's this Earth. In the DC Comics, there's Earth Prime where Superboy Prime comes from. And the way he finds out what to do against the DC Universe heroes, he reads comic books. If I'm right on one of the issues, he went to DC headquarters and kidnapped Jim Lee. And kidnapped like Dan Didio and kidnapped Grant Morrison. Because that's the character of Superboy Prime. He lives on this Earth.
Wow.
And it's intense. Yeah, that's like some of the Crisis stuff that happened on Infinite Crisis. And like, talking about Crisis, the new Crisis event that's been teased, that's going to happen next year, because next year's the 30th anniversary of the first Crisis, of Infinite Crisis. Crisis on Infinite Earths. And they're doing another Crisis event with apparently characters of the pre-New 52 and the New 52 battling each other. So, it'd be cool to see Superman from now versus Superman from then.
Oh, yeah.
Like Batman from then and Batman from now.
Very interesting.
Yeah, it's called Blood Moon apparently, and I don't know, like all those crisis events are kind of like I'm kind of fed up with them, but it's cool because you get to reset continuity a lot of the times, like
Oh yeah,
all those issues with like Catwoman being a prostitute. Well, that's out of continuity because Final Crisis happened, and like the whole Batman Year One thing, like a lot of that stuff is out of continuity because of Infinite Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
So those crises are used to wash out the stains in your past, which is something Marvel should do. Because what Marvel does, they just ignore. Like, hey,
They
what
do time
happened?
travel.
What happened to the Grey Goblins? Wait, who? Gwen Stacy never had twins with Norman Osborn. She was never pregnant. I don't know what you're talking about. That happened, guys. And it's canon. It's canon to Spider-Man.
Yep.
Gwen Stacy had sex with Norman Osborn, got pregnant, had twins, and they turned into the Grey Goblins.
Mm.
Thank you, John Michael Straczynski. Thank you.
Alright, well, we're just about out of time.
How long is it?
Right now it's about 52 minutes.
Totally. Okay.
So, yeah, we're almost out of time. This has been pretty cool.
Yeah, it's been pretty constructive. I like
Interesting,
it.
actually,
It's an interesting
especially with all these
well,
cameras.
the half footage we've got.
Half footage? Better have more than that. Well, it really doesn't matter how much footage we do have. We always have the audio version, too.
Yeah, which is the best version.
And I will edit all the stuff that happened in between whatnot.
It's cool. I find it funny. So I guess this is it for this one?
Yeah. So we don't want to edit anything out. Or should we?
Yeah, we're going to edit that one bit with me clapping and shit.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to edit a lot of this one because there's a lot of
we were gonna
trial and error happening on this one. But thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for being patient.
Yeah. So follow us on...
Patience.
What?
Patience.
Patience. Chimichangas.
Patience.
Deadpool. Follow us on Twitter at Nerd Out Podcast and send in any questions you have to that or our comic books or our comic book society at gmail.com email and subscribe to us on YouTube and